Have you ever thought about what retirement will really feel like? No more alarm clocks, no more long commutes, and finally, the freedom to live life on your own terms. Sounds great, right? But here's the thing. Retirement is only truly freeing if you have financial independence. And that's where many people get stuck. Maybe you've saved up, but you worry if it's enough. Maybe you're living on a fixed income and wondering how to stretch it further. Or maybe you just don't want to feel like you're cutting back all the time. The truth is, financial freedom after 65 isn't just about how much money you have, it's about how you manage it. So today, let's talk about 4 smart ways to maintain financial independence after retirement. These aren't complicated investment strategies or extreme budgeting tricks, just practical steps that will help you stay in control of your money, enjoy your retirement, and still have the freedom to do what you love. Let's start with the first and most important thing, knowing exactly where your money is going. Retirement is a huge financial shift. For decades, you had a steady paycheck, and now your income might come from Social Security, a pension, savings, or investments. But it's different. And when money doesn't come in like it used to, how you spend it becomes even more important. That's why the first step to staying financially independent is creating a clear, realistic budget, one that gives you freedom, not restrictions. This doesn't mean you have to track every penny, but you do need to know how much you have coming in each month, what your regular expenses are, things like housing, food, healthcare, and insurance, where you can adjust if needed, so you're not living paycheck to paycheck. And here's the key: separate your needs from your wants. Essentials like housing, healthcare, and groceries come first, but things like travel, hobbies, and entertainment, those should still be part of your life. You just need to plan for them wisely. One of the best ways to do this is the 50-30-20 rule. Spend 50% on needs, 30% on things you enjoy, and save or invest the remaining 20%. Even in retirement, having that extra cushion ensures you won't run out of money when unexpected costs pop up. Now, speaking of unexpected costs, let's talk about the second way to stay financially free: cutting out unnecessary expenses without sacrificing your quality of life. Retirement isn't about spending less, it's about spending smart. And you'd be surprised how many little expenses add up without you even noticing. For example, take a look at your monthly bills. Are you paying for subscriptions or services you don't really use? Streaming services, magazine subscriptions, or even a gym membership you don't visit? These can quietly drain hundreds of dollars a year. Then there's insurance. As you get older, your needs change. Maybe you don't need as much life insurance as you did when you were raising a family. Maybe there's a way to bundle your home and auto insurance for a lower rate. These small changes can free up money for the things that truly matter to you. And here's a simple trick that works wonders: the 24-hour rule. Whenever you feel the urge to buy something that isn't essential, wait 24 hours before making the purchase. More often than not, you'll realize you don't actually need it. This one habit alone can help keep more money in your pocket without making you feel deprived. We've already talked about creating a smart budget and cutting unnecessary expenses, but here's something even more exciting: finding ways to bring in extra income even after retirement. Because let's be honest, having a little extra money each month can make a huge difference. It's not just about paying bills, it's about having the freedom to travel, enjoy hobbies, and say yes to new opportunities. The good news? You don't need to go back to a 9-to-5 job to make extra income. There are plenty of flexible, low-stress ways to bring in money while still enjoying retirement. One of the easiest ways is turning a hobby into income. Do you love woodworking, painting, knitting, baking? People are willing to pay for unique handmade products, and with online platforms like Etsy, eBay, or even Facebook Marketplace, you can sell what you create without ever leaving home. Or maybe you enjoy writing or sharing knowledge. Freelancing, blogging, or even teaching online are great ways to earn money while doing something meaningful. Websites like Upwork, Fiverr, and Teachable allow retirees to offer their skills, whether it's writing, tutoring, or consulting, on a schedule that works for them. If you prefer something more passive, consider renting out a part of your home. Maybe you have an extra room or a guest house that you don't use. Platforms like Airbnb allow you to rent it out for short stays, bringing in extra cash while meeting new people. And if you don't want to host strangers, you could rent out storage space in your garage or driveway. Some people will pay just to store their stuff. And don't forget about investing. If you have savings sitting in a low interest account, it might not be growing as much as it could. Even small investments in dividend stocks, real estate, DEX, or high-yield savings accounts can provide extra income over time. Of course, it's always a good idea to talk to a financial advisor to find the best options for you. Now, finding ways to bring in extra income is great, but keeping your money safe is just as important. Because no matter how much you have, financial independence can disappear quickly if you fall victim to scams or bad financial decisions. Unfortunately, financial scams targeting seniors are more common than ever. From fake phone calls to phishing emails to too good to be true investment offers, scammers are getting smarter. The best way to protect yourself? Be skeptical. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Never share personal or financial information over the phone or email unless you're 100% sure who you're dealing with. And if someone is pressuring you to make a quick financial decision, whether it's an investment, a donation, or even a purchase, take a step back and do your research first. One of the smartest things you can do is set up alerts on your bank accounts. Many banks allow you to receive a notification if there's an unusual transaction, helping you catch fraud before it becomes a bigger problem. We've talked about budgeting wisely, cutting unnecessary expenses, and even bringing in extra income. But there's one last crucial piece to maintaining financial independence after 65, having a long-term plan that protects your future. Because here's the truth. Financial independence isn't just about having enough money today. It's about making sure you have enough for the years ahead. And the best way to do that? Planning ahead for major life changes, healthcare, and long-term security. Let's start with healthcare costs, one of the biggest financial concerns for retirees. Even if you feel healthy now, medical expenses tend to increase as we age. And without a solid plan, they can eat away at your savings faster than you expect. One of the smartest things you can do is review your health insurance and Medicare options. Are you signed up for the best plan for your needs? Would a Medicare Advantage plan save you money? Should you consider long-term care insurance in case you ever need assisted living or in-home care? These are all questions worth asking before you actually need them. And don't forget about out-of-pocket medical expenses. Prescriptions, dental care, vision, and hearing aids can add up. A health savings account, HSA, or a well-structured budget can help you cover these costs without dipping into your retirement fund too much. Now let's talk about something just as important, having a financial safety net. Even in retirement, it's essential to have an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable, and unexpected expenses like home repairs, medical bills, or helping out a family member can come up at any time. Having at least 6 to 12 months worth of living expenses set aside means you won't have to rely on credit cards or dip into investments when something unexpected happens. And while we're on the subject of security, estate planning is another key step. It's not the most exciting thing to think about, but having a will, a power of attorney, and designated beneficiaries on your accounts ensures that your money goes exactly where you want it to. This isn't just about protecting your assets, it's about protecting your peace of mind. Knowing that everything is set up properly means you can focus on enjoying life without worrying about what comes next. So, let's quickly recap the 4 biggest ways to maintain financial independence after 65. 1. Create a smart budget. Know where your money is going so you stay in control. 2. Cut unnecessary expenses. Free up extra cash without sacrificing your lifestyle. 3. Find ways to bring in extra income. Turn hobbies, freelancing, or smart investments into extra money. 4. Plan for long-term security. Prepare for healthcare costs, build an emergency fund, and protect your assets. By taking these steps, you're not just protecting your financial independence, you're creating a future where you feel secure, confident, and truly free. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've done to stay financially independent in retirement? Share your thoughts in the comments. I always love learning from you. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so we can continue bringing you tips for living a secure and fulfilling life after retirement. Take care, stay financially strong, and I'll see you in the next video.